Welcome to another episode of Chat GRC. We have one that was long time coming here. We've got someone he's doing the thirst traps. He's saving the ladies from the trees. He's putting out the fires. He's bringing people back to life. He is your everyday man. Sir, introduce yourself.
Hey, hello, everyone. My name is Bernard Taylor, candidate for Congress here in Florida's Congressional District 21, and apparently the Thirst Trap King.
Yes, all
All the
right.
ladies
He
say so.
is.
All the ladies say so.
Okay.
We've known Bernard
Lord
since
have mercy.
the beginning. He is an OG, part of the OG
Mhm.
crew. I feel like we're rolling out all the OGs this coming week. We've got Jasmine, we've got Bernard, we've had Bonner on, we've got all the OGs. And
Mhm.
these are people that literally have been with us from day one. Bernard, let me just say, he's got Jasmine Crockett on the line. He's
You got a
got
celebrity.
He's got celebrity status. It was hard to get him down, guys, okay? Even today, all the ladies wanted to talk to him.
They wouldn't
I'm
let him
not
Get
messing.
leave.
I'm
away
not.
from the ladies.
I'm not messing with y'all today, man. Looky here, y'all are my folks. Y'all are my family, and when we win this election, y'all gonna be the first interview,
Yes,
100%.
sir. Going right there with my bald-headed
Right
brother,
up.
all right?
Yeah, that's our list of demands.
That's it.
But
Just let
Absolutely,
us in.
100%.
yes, but we definitely want to get into the basics with you. We know who you are, we know where you're running, but talk about why you are running in this coming election cycle.
Well, again, the main thing that got me motivated to run is just seeing the effects of every everything that is happening around my community and my own family and around the country, whether that's people not being able to afford rent or even to afford to purchase a home, whether that's the cutbacks to healthcare that are affecting the community, whether that's the cutback to essential programs, whether that's the supplemental nutritional assistance program, whether that's what's happening to the farmers out here, whether that's even though, hey, you get what you vote for. But anyway, the things that are happening, look what happened this week with the Department of Education and my son being autistic and them firing the entire Department of Education special education unit. Like all these different things and assaults on so many different communities. And it was time to stop being on the sidelines and get involved and make my voice heard. And I truly felt like no one is going to represent me better than I can represent myself and represent the people in my community. So it was time to, throw my name in the ring and try to see if I can make a change.
You look like you're well on your way. I mean, you're well
Booked and
received
busy.
out here. I'm seeing people that I never would have thought have been politically like inclined at all, like reposting Bernard. I'm like, you know about
Oh,
Bernard?
Bernard? I know about
Let me tell
Bernard.
you a little bit about Bernard. Okay. So that actually perfect segue into the next one. So since you're gaining the buzz, your boots on the ground, you're talking to the people. They're literally not letting you leave because they want to talk to you. So what kind of ways would you as a congressman be able to use your influence on the local level?
Well, that's the thing, right? Influence. The more influence you have, the more power you have, the more likely you are to sway public opinion, and more likely you are to be able to use that power to apply pressure on your local and state politicians. I mean, to be fair, man, we see politicians all the time, especially in the federal government, lean on, local offices and state offices with the power that they have in the federal government. Whether that's, here in my district, leaning on the local city commissions and county commissions to approve property development in places that we might want, to conserve the environment, conserve the way our town is, and not let it become just another overdeveloped municipality. We just got word actually here in Port St. Lucie, they're about to build an $80 million soccer stadium and welcoming a pro soccer team, and putting up, this immaculate soccer stadium with two big condos next to it. So you can see what's happening in this area. It's starting to become overdeveloped and it's starting to become
Yeah.
just Palm Beach creeping north. And a lot of people in the area like the fact that this was the getaway from that city life, a getaway from all that development. And it seems like Florida's just becoming overdeveloped. And again, that comes from pressure that you can exert when you have enough influence at those offices. So um, that's why it's important to make sure that the people you put in power, the pressure that they exert is for our benefit as people and not for the benefit of the people that tend to keep us down here at the bottom fighting for crumbs.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That
That
part.
right there. That right there. Well, Florida's a big state. I think a lot of people forget how big Florida is. I'm on one side and you're on the other. Quite
Yeah,
literally
20,
how it
20,
is.
29 million people in Florida or something like that.
Mhm.
Sheesh.
So, you can only
Crazy.
imagine, to your point, the effects of everyone in Florida, but we wanna know your boots on the ground, you're talking to constituents now on a daily basis, hourly basis at this point. What are they telling you? How have they been affected by this administration just 10 months in? And, you know, like, what's going on with your constituents right now?
Ain't nobody afford nothing. Everybody, ain't nobody paying that rent on the first right now. We all on the 15th, trying to avoid that late notice.
Hey,
Hey,
yep.
hey, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Ain't nobody early on the rent no more. We taking them full 2-week grace periods right now. You talking about utilities? Oh my God, I done seen some electric bills that are out of this world. I done seen some electric bills that look like Ferrari payments out here. Like it don't
Yeah.
make no sense at all. Like and then you talking about again the healthcare services, people getting these notices, how much they premiums going up. I'm like, Jesus Christ, boy, shout out to the fire service and the union, because I don't know if I can make it out here. And I'm
Mhm.
just seeing that again, just talking with people in my community. Like it is getting real rough for folks. And I don't think people quite understood what it was gonna be. I think people thought that, this man was in office for 4 years, it wasn't that bad. Not and forgetting the fact that he had guardrails at the time. He had training wheels. Ain't no training wheels
And
this
it was still
time.
bad.
And now yeah, exactly. He couldn't ride the bike with the training wheels. And now y'all done took the training wheels off.
Come
So
on.
yeah. So yeah, everybody feeling it right now. We everybody at every level down here. If you ain't in the billionaire class, you down here struggling. And FPL just talking about another rate increase.
Mhm.
So, yeah, it's bad, man. I think I saw a stat the other day. The demographic that's leaving the state at the highest numbers are 18 to 30-year-olds, because there's just no future for them here. They don't ever think they'll be able to buy a house in Florida, no matter how hard they work. It's just unattainable, and that's the main issue going on the ground. It ain't nothing else but trying to afford to live every day.
Mhm. Somebody made a comment that was like, if you were living in Florida right now, you know that Florida got a cold front, which is pretty much unheard of in October. It's still usually like
Mhm.
98, 100 million degrees here. But there was a cold front and everyone was like, "Thank God there was a cold front because I am not turning my AC on. I am not. My bill cannot go up." And
Yo, look here.
everyone
My
turned their
AC stay on
off.
77. If you don't like 77, don't come to my house, because
Ooh,
that's what
that's
it
the
stay
perfect
on.
number.
77.
That's what my husband's too. Yep, 77, and that's the comfort, and don't
Mhm.
touch it.
Bunch of
Hey,
sweaty
if you don't
creatures
like it,
like
you
Exactly.
better
myself.
take
Mhm.
take your shirt off. I don't care what you're gonna do. You ain't gonna touch that thermostat. We gonna be in the house with no shirts on. You take don't touch that
That's
thermostat.
why Bernard never has a shirt on.
Exactly. Exactly.
So
Now
we
we can't have it.
talked.
Everybody can't participate in that. I live with my mother-in-law, so everybody can't participate with the no shirt. We got to
Yeah,
find another way.
but back to the effects that we were talking about. We've got like open enrollment coming and whatnot, and I actually did see you made a video that you were saying that it seems like MAGA is starting to wake up, that you're seeing like boots on the ground. So since they're starting to wake up, and obviously Brian Mast is just a MAGA puppet, what would be the consequences for these people if he were to win his seat back?
I forget over them. They think they can't afford stuff now. The tax cuts ain't even came in yet. Like the cuts to these programs don't even
Mm,
take effect till after 2026. Y'all already
yep.
talking about some y'all can't afford life. Ain't nothing even happening yet for real. like, that's what I'm saying. It's like y'all think something has happened already. Nothing ain't even happened yet, and y'all like here talking so you can't afford life. I don't know
You
what
heard
y'all
that? You're
gonna do
cooked.
again.
You're go
Yeah, like I'm personally, I'm all right. I work for the government. I'm gonna be okay.
Are you alright?
But the thing
I'm
is,
gonna be all right.
I'm worried about the rest of y'all. That's why I'm running, because I know that the rest of y'all is effed with no lubrication. Like it's not gonna be good.
He said,
It's not
"Chat,
gonna be
you're
good.
cooked."
You're not getting taken out to dinner first. Nothing. That's
Nothing.
Nothing.
it.
You were
You're just taking.
Nothing. It is a
you're
wrap.
taking it. My God.
It is a wrap, man. If you look, oh, and they talk about some, you can't be on Section 8 for no more than 2 years, and some people already getting a letter saying y'all time is up and you got this amount of time to figure it out. All right, Y'all think it's a game out here? Tell you
Exactly.
right
It's
now.
not
I know that.
football. It's
I
not
know they
It's
were.
football.
not a
Yeah.
game. It's really not a game.
I know that. I know they raised the minimum wage to $14 an hour here in Florida, but if you think $14 an hour gonna help you try to get a $2,000 a month studio apartment, you are cooked.
They
It's not
literally
gonna
give you a
happen.
raise while the cost of living goes up. It's not a raise. It's
Yeah,
not a
it's not.
raise.
You might
Exactly.
as well still be getting 7. It's not a raise.
It's not a raise. Well, I mean, you are also an EMT, first responder, quite literally saving lives every single day in a red state. So, are you seeing the immediate effects from the healthcare cuts from the big terrible bill? I know a lot of it doesn't go into effect until 2026, but a lot of red states are already seeing effects right away. Are you seeing it?
Oh yeah, ambulance rides going up, baby. You got to go to the emergency room now. We
Mm,
got to get this primary care. Now,
mm.
emergency wait times go up. All this stuff affects us, man. I hate when people say, well, voting don't matter because it don't affect me. Everything affects you, man. Everything affects you. Anytime any legislation goes into effect, it has some impact on your life. They don't just make laws for them not to impact all of our lives. So yeah, you already see it, like you talked about, open enrollment. Ain't nobody re-signing up knowing that they premium finna jump up $1,000. Now you ain't got insurance. Now what you finna do if something happens? Well, I can't go to my primary care to get my prevention, so I'm just gonna wait until I gotta call 911 to take me to the emergency room, and by that time it might be too late to solve the problem that could have been taken effect. And now we ain't even gonna talk about the working class that is being affected by these cuts because hospitals see in the future. They lay people off in advance.
Yep.
Nursing homes lay people
Yep.
off in advance. And the saddest thing that happens in nursing homes, when they know somebody ain't gonna be able to pay, they will let us take them to the hospital. And when they get to the hospital and get stabilized, they will tell that hospital they can't come back here. So now
Yep.
you just created a homeless senior citizen.
And that's
Eh,
immediate effects. And guys, the worst of it
Yeah,
is yet to come. the,
ain't
the
even here
worst
yet.
of it's in
Ain't even here
2026.
yet, man.
Not here.
Wait to hear, man. That's what I'm saying. We only in a tropical storm right now. We ain't even get the hurricane force winds yet.
Uh-uh. And Bernard, for the people
Y'all,
that are
y'all just got
listening, when
y'all
you
just got a little
show up,
flooding going on right now.
when you show up on the scene, Bernard, you show up, somebody's in a life-threatening situation. Do you immediately ask to see their paperwork? Is that your first
Absolutely
question?
not. It's a dummy.
Apparently,
Man,
voter registration.
the
when I saw that
registration.
lady, it's a reason why that 27-year-old looks 45. Just evil. It's an evil lady. Just an evil lady, man. What you mean? Look, that's something I have to ask no, you ain't gotta ask nobody that. Hey, you're bleeding out. How can I help you? I don't point blank period. Like, come on. And these are the same
Before,
people
let me see
that
this
okay,
paperwork.
like, yeah, let me see your now if she starts choking and I walk her up, hey, let me see your paperwork, ma'am. You look like you're from Switzerland. I'm gonna be the bad guy. I'm gonna be the bad guy, right? Like, come on, man.
Who did you vote for in
Oh,
Who did you
2024?
vote for?
yeah, you that lady that be on TV lying all the time. I don't think you need CPR. Like, come
Heard
on,
it
man.
here, folks. He has never once in any situation, a man who does this daily, gone to the scene and said, I need your paperwork before I even do any treatment.
Let me tell you how committed I am and dedicated I am. I give you two instances. I went to one dude's house in his garage. He got the swastikas hanging up in his garage, letting you know what he stands for. And I got to walk through the garage to get to him because he was having a diabetic emergency. Had to go in there and get his sugar up. So he already altered. I'm in there like, all right, let me help this man get his sugar back, even though I just seen the swastika hanging up and I don't know how he gonna act when his mentality come back and see this bald headed
Mhm.
black dude in his house. But I did what I needed to do in order to get that man's sugar up. Second example, I'll never forget this. My first year ever working, I worked in the middle of Florida, and Casey can attest. The middle of Florida is basically Alabama. So we in this one dude house, and we straight up told me as we come into the door, keep in mind, it was me and my lesbian partner, and we were the only two people showed up on scene. So
Oh boy.
we show up, he sees us, and he's like, she can come in, but don't let that N-word come in my house. And this man is literally can't breathe. Can't breathe. He said, don't let that N-word come in my
He
house.
said, I will
And I'm like,
literally die.
sir,
So,
You're dying.
exactly. He said, that was his exact quote. I will die in my home before I let that touch me.
That's middle Florida behavior.
You're
Yeah.
better than me. I would have been
Eventually, though,
like,
he let. Yeah, yeah.
Please.
I
However,
couldn't do it.
eventually, when you start doing this right here, all right, come on in, bro. Come on in. You start to get tired. I was like, hey, go ahead and get the non-rebreather, brother. I need some ventilations. I apologize for my insult. Yeah. Oh Lord, it's fun. Those are my.
This
I
is
have
why I
fun though.
say
I have fun with this job.
Bernard
Have fun,
Bernard
man.
has the patience of a saint, because my petty ass, I would have been like, you sure you want me to come in? Let me hear you louder. I didn't catch that.
Oh no. No, I am one of the
That
few.
is quite
I am
literally
one of
middle
the people who
Florida.
takes his. I take my oath very seriously when I signed up for this job, man. I signed up to do no harm and make sure that I give the best possible care to any and everyone who called 911. And I wish a lot more of our representation took that same mentality into representing us as a people, man. In all honesty, we should definitely have a reckoning come 2026, man. Every seat is open for availability, and nobody should go unchallenged. I don't care what side of the aisle
Nobody's safe.
they on. I don't care. I don't care. Everybody needs to be challenged, man. Because right now we got way too many people. I don't know if y'all saw that interview with Cory Booker, and respect Cory Booker
We
is
were
one of the
Mm,
first
talking about
people.
it right
He
before you
was
we
came
were
on.
he
just
was
talking
he
about it.
bro. He was one of the first people that followed me on Instagram, and I was like, all right, appreciate that. That was respect. He gave me some words of encouragement. I said, man, salute to you,
Nice.
brother. But over the past few months, I'm like, bruh,
Mm.
what are you doing with your life, man? And after I seen that
Into
thing
this
today, I say, all right, brother,
picture.
that's
In the
yeah. After I
picture.
seen that interview today, brother, and you up there, like, you talking about purity problem. That lady wasn't asking you nothing about none of that. She asking you why you ain't standing on business instead of, well, we know why he voted the way he voted, and it's unfortunate. It's why a lot of people vote the way they vote. When them people with that money say, this is what you're gonna do, that's what you're gonna
Mhm. It is.
Mhm.
It is. And
They-
I'm happy that there are people starting to call it out. And this is why Devin and I don't interview people who take EPAC money, because they won't answer the goddamn question if you ask them if they take it or not.
do.
It's just insane to me. And, somebody like Jen is now calling it out and saying that's BS. That's BS that you won't answer the question. And it's
Yeah.
BS that you do answer. You say it's minuscule. If it's minuscule, why are you taking it? If it's not that important,
Yep.
then why are you taking it? But
Why are you
this is
taking it?
what we're gonna see, and we got to call it out. But we decide that we would rather platform candidates that aren't taking it at all and stand 10 toes down on that. You give me any bit of that money and I'm swatting it out of your face. That's what we're gonna platform here. But I do love to see them getting called
They're
out
calling out.
in real
Gavin Newsom
But
got
time.
caught up
that's the
today
thing.
too.
I don't think they fully comprehend the amount of disgust that millennials and Gen Z has for that organization. Like, they will literally
Yes.
be in my lives and just ask me, do I take APAC money? And I'm like, no. And they're like, all right, you got my vote. I'm like, you ain't
That's
even
it.
heard of
That's
Yeah,
policy yet. And they say, I'm a single issue voter right now. I'm voting for anybody who don't take APAC.
take APAC
And that
money.
come from
It's getting to that.
Republicans, Independent, and Democrats. Nobody cares about that. That is their main focus. Once we can get past that one, then we can start looking at other stuff. But the very first through line for a lot of younger people is, do you take APAC money? And
Mhm.
here's
that
the
is
thing.
crazy. And I'm not mad at it. Hey, if that's your single issue, I'm glad I'm on the right side of it.
They know, they're aware too that they're getting this type of reaction. I just saw a video the other day of an Israeli official. He was saying, yeah, we've become somewhat of a pariah. They know. They know. So these politicians here know that it's poison. They know their careers are over. They know. They see the writing on the wall. That's why they're freaking out. That's why Janet Mills is running against Graham Plattner.
Yep. Mhm.
And they're trying to
Yeah.
DNC is trying to fund her to
Yeah,
take
and
that race.
bro, yeah, and everybody see like, hey, what the fuck are y'all doing? We don't want this lady. And we know that Chuck Schumer decided to bring this lady over here because she would be a 76-year-old lady that's gonna be compliant. And we tired of
77.
that, bro. Like, we see through all of that stuff. Like,
Yes.
We
people
don't want it
see through
anymore.
all the stuff, man. We are more aware of everything that's going on now than we have ever been. And we see it on
Mhm.
both sides. I'm not talking about Democrat, Independent, or
Mhm.
Republican right now. I'm saying, wait a minute. This one group controls 89% of the representation in our government. It's time for y'all to go.
Clean
Point blank,
house.
period.
Everybody can go. We're not
Yeah.
discriminating. You all can get out. We don't like any of
Absolutely.
you.
I don't
It's
care
time to
what
go.
side of the aisle you on. I don't want none of y'all in here. You can't. And oh my God, I truly believe this in my heart. If that man knew who I'm running against, the reaction that would be happening to that country and this group right now, he would have never wore that damn uniform. Because I
Crazy.
swear, somebody posts him in that uniform 10 times a day, every day, when I be on these apps. Like, I'll type his name in just to see if he's in the news, if I got to counteract something. And the first 10 posts are him in that damn suit.
So
I haven't
Like, they
seen
are
him in
not letting
anything
him live
else.
that down.
I
I don't
haven't
think
seen
you've
it. And
ever
I'm like,
worn
wait,
Bro.
does
any
he
other
wear it
suit.
every day? I see it so much. I'm like,
Bro,
wait, does he wear it everywhere?
Bro, I'm like, I don't think he thought that one through. I thought he just thought, they was gonna be the good guys forever. I'm gonna be in my IDF uniform that I
Yeah,
might have
but
taken without permission
They'll never wake up.
and
They'll
wear
never
it.
wake up.
does he have
They'll
TikTok?
never see.
Does he like on social media? Is somebody like
You
running his
live in like
social
that's
media?
what happens. That's what happens when you live in a district. Yeah.
He's in
I would
his
just
own little
post that
bubble.
picture of him in the suit on every single post. Every single post.
Y'all
Well,
not that video I posted with him in that suit and showing me in my firefighter gear and talking about the counter and that whole video, I raised $9,000 for that video alone. That's
here we go.
crazy.
There we
I
go.
say,
There we
I'll say, oh bro, they hate you. They hate you. It
Oh yeah,
it
he's
wasn't
done.
even that they like
They
me.
hate
It wasn't even that they like me. It's like, oh, they despise you.
you.
He's
And when
cooked.
I'm in these lives, I've been in a lot of people's lives, especially a lot of Palestinian lives over the past week,
Mhm.
and they call that man he might as well be the Antichrist. They is not playing with this dude.
Definitely in those
They said,
accountability
I got it.
photos.
Yeah,
we don't like Brian over. They said we don't like Brian over here either.
They really said you're
no,
running against
not at
Brian.
all.
Everyone's turning up to vote for you. People are
Yeah,
gonna
it is
move
crazy,
there just
man.
to vote for you out of spite.
Bro, I
Well,
did not
when you get
expect
this,
that reaction. Like I knew it was gonna be bad, but I didn't know it was gonna be that bad for him. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. And then he got so many things wrong with his life. I don't know where to begin, but we're gonna try to get him up out of there.
oh, he's
Well, yeah.
cooked. When you get him up out of here, like easily, what are your top 3 priorities?
Affordability, man. We got to do something about making sure that people like you guys and myself and younger that we have a future in this country and we can actually get a piece of the American dream and start to build wealth. And we all know the very first part of building wealth is home ownership. That's the fastest way to start building wealth. So, a couple things I want to do. We obviously know we have a huge problem with big corporations and hedge funds buying up all the homes and properties around the country, not just here in the state of Florida. I think 3 things we could do to counteract that here in Florida that will help bring the cost down are one, we can institute a bulk tax, meaning people who buy multiple homes, like buy up the whole blocks, we can put a tax on buying more than one home and make that tax so punitive that it discourages them from buying one home all up at once. And then also another thing that we can do right of first refusal, which I believe used to be a law, but it's not a law anymore, meaning that when someone puts their home up for sale or one of these builders put a home up for sale, they can't sell it to one of those corporations or hedge funds for at least a year. You have to let it be on the market for a year, give the people in the community an opportunity to buy it first instead of just taking the cash offers all at once. Let us in the community, let people actually have a shot at home ownership, and I believe that bring the cost down and also bring rents down because we know that these corporate hedge funds, when they're buying up all these properties, they're having these ridiculous rent rates. And then you have people who have been rental property owners for all this time trying to compete and make their properties just as profitable and raising their rents because they're like, hey, this is what their rent is. I can make it $100 cheaper. It's still going to be expensive, but that's kind of what we're working with. And then bringing homeowners insurance back to Florida. We know over the past 5 years we lost a lot of homeowners insurance companies. I believe if we start to entice them to come back by doing everything we can to make the homes in Florida as hurricane proof as possible, whether that's all new homes are built with impact windows, remodeling your home, like doing certain things, maybe providing a tax credit or incentive if you do install impact windows in your home to kind of help you afford it, like things of that nature to entice them to come back to make the homes less of a liability and give more people options for homeowners insurance so we don't have so few options that they can charge us whatever they want. I believe those three things, if we can institute those, it will help with the affordability crisis and homeownership crisis here in Florida. The second thing, again, universal health care, single payer system. I'm trying to fight for that every chance I get. Obviously, it's going to take more than myself. And so we need as many like minded people in office to try to fight for that. I heard an interview today with President Obama. He actually wanted to try to do the single payer for all system. He just didn't have enough people even on his side because, again, we're talking about that money. When you got a lot of people even on your side that have donors who are in the pharmaceutical business or who are in the medical insurance business and all these different things, you can't go against your donors. That's why I say we got to clean house if we really want the change and progression that we want to see in this country. We got to clear out all these donors from everything that's going on. So yeah, Medicare for all, single payer system, and the dumb question that I always get asked: well, we can't afford it. Yes, we can because we afford to subsidize everybody else around the world. We can afford to have home universal health care for all of us. We already spend $4.5 trillion into the healthcare industry. That's money we're already spending into that industry. Let's just take the same money we're spending into that industry and convert it into a single payer system. Point blank, period. So it can be done. Don't let nobody tell you it can't be done.
The money's there.
The third thing, the money's there. Third thing I want to do is very unique to my district because we are a coastal district. We have a lot of waterways, and the economy is affected tremendously by the waterway here. So actually, protect the environment and do something about cleaning up the Lake Okeechobee, which has been voted the dirtiest lake here in the country. Not even in Florida, the dirtiest lake in the country.
The
Uh,
country.
Damn.
yeah, in the country. Yeah. And it's crazy because that lake ain't even deep. It's like 14 feet deep. But the problem is all the toxins and things that come off from all the companies like the big sugar companies around here polluting the waters because that lake is so shallow. All that toxic it's more easily evaporated to the area. So you have a lot of people that live around the lake, especially in the Okeechobee area, that start to develop cancer and those things from just the toxins in the air, and then it also produces blue algae and algae blooms that funnel down into our waterways, and that stuff makes it over its way over here to St. Lucie and Martin counties. And again, it affects the economy, it affects it affects fishing, and it also affects again the health of all the constituents around here in the area. So those are the three main things I want to tackle.
Honestly,
Perfect.
perfect three things. Three things that should be a thing already. Should be things already. It's
Yeah,
absolutely wild that for, I think, almost every single candidate we've interviewed, one of their top three priorities is universal health care.
Yeah.
Imagine
Every
if
time.
all of you win.
there is no
We
reason
get it.
why we shouldn't have it. Every major developed country has universal health
Universal
care.
health care.
And
We
then
just gave
all the talking
I was just saying we just
I
gave
say
20
all the
billion to Argentina.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. All the talking points that they have against universal health care. You're gonna overwhelm the system. People are gonna be waiting forever. We already wait forever. You ain't have you tried to get a doctor's appointment to see a specialist right now? Like we already
Yeah.
waiting forever. Like, no,
Next year.
you do like anything. If you want to institute something, you build the infrastructure for it. So what do I mean build the infrastructure for it? If you know you're going to have universal health care, more people are going to have access to it, make sure you have enough providers. How do you make sure you have enough providers? You make sure they can get educated. You make sure you don't charge them an arm and a leg to go to medical school and get these educations so they can be providers. You make sure that office buildings are going up and hospitals are going up and things of that nature that are able to handle the influx of people that are going to be coming into these offices. So build the infrastructure up so that when we implement the universal healthcare system, it is a seamless, incorporation of it. You know, you don't put the system in and don't have the infrastructure. That's why things fail. It's like what's going on in my district now. You have all this development, but you don't have the roads to handle all these people moving in. So every time I wake up in the morning, I got to wake up extra early so I can avoid traffic. Now you mess with my morning commute to work. Crazy.
It's crazy.
It
It's
all
crazy.
snowballs. It all
It does.
snowballs.
And it all starts with the only time we're going to see change is if people go out and vote. So, after this most recent election, a lot of constituents might be feeling like their vote doesn't matter or the system's corrupt or rigged or what have you. And they're feeling like they're not going to vote again. So, what would you say to your constituents who are feeling like they shouldn't even vote?
If your vote don't matter, why are they gerrymandering districts? If your vote doesn't matter, why are they trying so hard to buy voting machines to disenfranchise you? If your vote doesn't matter, why is the Supreme Court hearing a case involving the Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act tomorrow to overturn Section 2 and basically disenfranchise Black and brown people across this country? Your vote matters. I hate when people say your vote doesn't matter. No disrespect, Casey, but I don't think nobody in the white community tells their children their vote don't matter. I'm pretty sure that that's not something that gets taught in you guys' household, but
No.
it's always prevalent among the disenfranchised and minority groups in this country. Like it is the most absurd thing to tell anyone is that your vote doesn't matter when we know how important votes matter and how important legislation is. The only reason they tell you your vote doesn't matter is to keep you disenfranchised. Because even though we're not a majority of this country, we do swing elections. When we vote in our best interests as a collective, we swing the balance of power. Point blank, period, every time. So your vote matters. Anytime we show up to vote for anybody, they win. Period. If it's ever teetering on the pendulum, Black and brown people swing the pendulum. So don't let them tell you your vote don't matter.
Don't.
You're welcome, Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Welcome.
Exactly. You wouldn't even be in office if it wasn't for Jim Clyburn in South Carolina, sir.
Yep.
Tighten up.
Yep. And I will say,
Right there.
yes, you are absolutely correct. When I was growing up, nobody told me my vote didn't matter at all. The one thing I had to deconstruct from was the fact that a lot of people, including some of my family members, didn't vote because they didn't feel like they needed to. I don't know if they didn't think it would affect them because they're white, but that is wild. So, yeah, I think some people just don't vote who are white because they actually don't think it will affect them at all, whether they do or don't. And that is insane behavior as well.
They're learning now.
Everyone should be voting.
They're learning now.
Everyone
learning
should be
now.
voting.
Yeah, they learn now real quick.
Everybody's learning now. Everybody who thought it didn't matter, they're learning now.
So dirty, guys. Politics is already doing it.
They said, oh, elections do have consequences. Oh, I thought that was just a saying.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's real.
Yeah. We ain't got nobody to sell your soybeans to? That's tough, boy. That's tough, man.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
Oh, you want to bail out? I ain't tell you to start no farm, sir. Who told you to start a farm? Ain't that's what they tell us about student loans when we want our student loans forgiven? Oh, I didn't tell you to go to school. I ain't tell you to start no farm, sir. You can figure that out.
School's optional.
Yeah, that sure was optional. Yeah, but ain't nobody say, hey, you got to be out here on this farm, sir. It sounded to me like you need to pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Nerd spitting.
You know, that's what they need to hear, though. That's what they need to hear.
I'm just saying, I know how to put apples in my backyard, sir. I'm good. I know how to plant a few beans and some oranges. I done been out there. I know how it go. I'm gonna be all right. That sounds like a personal problem.
Be all right.
That sounds like a you problem.
Skill issue.
Yeah. I'm trying to tell you.
All right. Well, we're at the fun part. All right. So for you, I know there's a correct answer.
There's a correct answer, Bernard, for this.
I'm telling.
Test.
Okay.
This is a test. All right.
If
you're running for president, who's your dream VP, living or dead?
Come on now. I know. It's me and Miss Crockett. We run this thing up and down the aisle. 100%.
That's the Jasmine you're picking.
Oh, now. Absolutely. Number one on the list.
There's another Jasmine that's going to be mad.
Bruh. No, look here. I love my twin to death. Love my twin to death. Love my twin to death, man. Look here. She knows this. She will tell you. She knows. She knows me.
All right, she'll stand down.
I'm talking about. I'm trying to do two of America's Most Wanted tour when I run for president.
I literally said, Willie, pick the right Jasmine.
I heard Jasmine. I was like, oh no.
No. I need Jasmine to be the Senate Majority Leader. We're trying to have a trifecta around here.
I know. That's the thing, yes. We said in the perfect world, yes, in the absolute perfect world where nobody would ever mess with you guys, it would be you two and Bonner, and it would be like president, vice president, speaker of the house. Yeah. Nobody would even cross you. Nobody would even think to cross you.
That'd be great.
It would just be great. But Jasmine Crockett is on another level, and like, it's just nobody can reach her. She is all the way up here. You can't reach her. Everything that comes out of her mouth is thorough, well thought through. It has intention, it has meaning. If you have not just sat down and listened to her in these interviews, and I mean listen, you are missing out. You are missing out.
I saw somebody
He's a
say
lawyer.
something today, and it was very profound. It was very profound, and I don't give this man a lot of credit. But I saw Charlemagne the God say something today, and I don't pay attention to a lot of stuff that man says. But he said something that stuck with me. He said something that stuck with me, and I wanted to stick with y'all too. You want to know when somebody's a great candidate and representative for their people and the people of the country? It's when both parties don't like them, and both parties do not like Jasmine. So if you are ever wondering if somebody's an actual fighter for the
Yep.
people, both of the leadership, when the leadership in both parties don't like them, that's
Yep.
probably the person you need to get behind.
Mhm.
And I aim to be that person. I aim to be the
Oh, it will
person
be.
that don't
Grassroots
nobody
candidate.
like.
You're already not getting supported by the DNC, so you're like
Yeah.
95%
Oh.
of the way there.
So they said you're grassroots? No, we don't like you. No.
You don't take
Yeah,
APAC? Oh,
yeah,
no.
No.
yeah,
And
no, I can't.
yeah,
I
it's gonna
can't
be
wait.
a reckoning when you guys win and you guys show up there. I need a walk-in song. I need
Oh,
all of you to walk in side by side. It has to. We're gonna film
the,
it.
the decorum. What is decorum?
What is
Decorum. I
that?
don't speak Italian. I don't speak Italian. You finna get this work.
I'm not
You
bilingual.
finna get this work. Latin is a dead language. You are finna get this work, sir. I have so many people to have conversations with. Oh my
Congressional
God. Y'all
hearings
let
are
the
gonna
wrong
go
I
person
have a
come in the
list.
house.
crazy.
I have a list
Oh
like
my
here.
I
God.
will quit my job
Like,
to be at every congressional hearing.
man. Dude, did y'all see how they was confronting the people? Like they wanted to get a little 15 minutes of fame on TV, so they just
Mhm.
walking up on leaders. Oh my God, I wish that was me.
I
I wish,
said it. I
I
said
wish
it
that
on the
was me.
podcast. I said,
I swear
now
to God,
imagine.
I wish Mike Lawler, hey, Hakeem
Uh-huh.
was way too nice. I wish
Roll
Mike
the
Lawler would
clip.
have walked up on me, player.
I
Roll the clip
saw
on
I
the
you
wish
in my
Mike
podcast.
Lawler
head
would have walked up on me. Oh my
towering over.
God.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
man.
saying.
They know better, bro. They know better.
Yeah, I was saying. I was like, we said it on the podcast. We talked about Hakeem, and I said that was the worst person to walk out into the hallway because if it was Bernard or if it was Jasmine, it would have ended a lot differently, and it would have been immediately
God.
on site.
Look here, this is not the viral moment you're gonna want, brother. It's not the one you're gonna want. This
You're
is the
like
one that your kids gonna ask you like, that, Daddy, why did you do that? I don't think that was a
Why'd you
good
let him do
idea.
that to you?
everybody.
Yeah, and they like to win the narrative battle. It wouldn't be happening there. It wouldn't be
Everyone
happening.
It would not have
around
been
him
good.
would have
That's the
said,
thing, like
no, Bernard's coming out. Don't do it. Bernard's coming out.
Oh, every
the
video. Watch
the
Congressman Bernard Taylor own Mike Lawler.
It would have
bro,
been me on
the
all of
fun
my
part
Bernard
is like
accounts.
the fun part about me is like I don't have no aspirations of being president. I don't have no aspirations of moving up. I don't take no corporate money. Ain't got no
Is it?
strings, so I can act a fool and be good. Like I ain't
They're
so
gonna have so many
the
edits of
worst thing,
you. Oh my god.
bro.
They're gonna have
Oh my God, the worst thing that can happen is I don't get reelected, and I don't get reelected. I just go jump back on the fire truck. Like it's a
Oh,
win-win for
listen,
me.
we're gonna be like the right wing podcasters, like how they say they can't do any wrong. We're gonna be like, no, Bernard wasn't wrong. He didn't do anything
anything.
wrong. He did
I'm gonna
nothing. Matter of fact,
send an
he should have
account.
did more.
All of my accounts are just gonna be edits of any of the grassroots candidates that win. I'm gonna do those like cutesy little edits with those powerful songs on them, and I'm just gonna just post them
Oh my
everywhere.
gosh.
That's what I'm gonna do. But this is a fun game of who said that. You're gonna guess which Florida Republican said the quote. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
These, and I'll give you the guesses. I'll give you the guesses of between two people. So we'll start with this one. This politician said, with Israel frequently coming under attack, there is a constant threat of war breaking out. Who said that? Brian Mast or Ted Cruz? Yes.
Right,
Brian
man.
Mast.
Final answer.
Awesome. Yep. The next one's gonna be hard. All right. As a Floridian, this one's gonna be hard. This politician said, I am committed to working with anyone, Republicans and Democrats, who is willing to do the hard, bipartisan problem solving needed to come up with a definition that can keep communities safe while also not casting law-abiding recreational gun owners as criminals. Who said that? Brian Mast or Rick Scott?
Oh, that is tough one. That is tough one. Rick Scott.
It is Brian Mast.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. That must have been an old quote. That must have been before 2020. Look up the date on that quote. I need the date on that one. Ain't no way.
Said, roll the clip. I don't believe you. No, you
I don't believe that
fact-checking
one.
us.
What's the date on that
Said
quote?
no way.
Absolutely. I need a
Did you
fact
get
check
that
on
from
that. What's the
Fox
date on that
News?
quote? What's the date on that one? Is that before 2020?
We only
They
get our news from
don't-
Fox News, so
Yeah, they didn't give the date on them.
They ain't give you a date. I'm telling you right now. He had one outlook after the incident in Parkland. When the incident down there in Parkland happened at the high school, he was all for the safety. And then when he realized his people was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" He switched up real quick. So I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying you got to have a date on it. Have a date on that one. The mentality has switched up.
all right, we'll fact check. We'll fact check for you. All right.
We'll
Next,
get back to that.
we've got another one that's a little hard, I will say. This politician said there is a liberal fascism that is dedicated to going after believing Christians who follow the biblical teaching on marriage. Who said that? Ted Cruz or Brian Mast?
Lord, that is horrible.
They're all horrible.
Now, Ted Cruz ain't that sophisticated. Brian Mast.
No, it's Ted Cruz.
That was Ted.
Oh my God, I'm 1 for 3. Jesus Christ.
That was
Lord,
Lion Ted.
I guess I gave Brian Mast too much credit.
I know, that was a little deep for Ted
Lion
Cruz.
Ted.
It was a little deep for him.
I didn't even know he knew what Christianity was. He always talking about Israel first. My bad.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's
My
true.
bad.
That's true. All right, 2 more. So the next one. This
All right, I gotta
politician
get my
said-
grade up. Let's go.
I know, yeah, you've got 2 more chances. This
2 more.
politician said studies show that people that are on welfare are higher users of drugs than people who are not on welfare. Who said that? Rick Scott or Brian Mast?
Oh, Rick Scott. That's definitely a Rick Scott quote.
Yep, that's Rick Scott.
Absolutely. That is definitely a Rick Scott quote.
That
I
was
smelled all the
Sylvester
racism in that one. That's a
Stallone.
Rick Scott quote.
Exactly. I was like, he's probably gonna get this one.
And last, but definitely not least, speaking of Israel, this person said, Israel has shown that they are willing to negotiate in good faith. Who said that? Brian Mast or Donald Trump?
Brian Mast. Brian
Ding, ding,
Mast.
ding. He came through at the end.
Hey, all right, there we go.
Nice,
I passed.
nice.
I got
3
a
for
D.
5.
D
3
is
for
passing.
5.
I'll take that 60%.
You passed.
We'll
you
take
passed.
it. We'll take it.
You know, they're
We'll take it.
hard. They're hard. It's hard to pick
Yeah.
which horrible
man.
politician said the horrible thing.
Yeah, because they're all saying
Yeah,
the worst
yeah,
shit
exactly.
ever, and they're all the worst people ever, so it's interchangeable.
Exactly. Look
Literally-
here. My teacher always said, hey, if you whether you get you know the difference between an A doctor and a C doctor? Nothing. They both get called doctor.
Mm-hmm.
That part.
That
That part.
That part.
That part. All right. We're at the last one. What's your
All right.
selling point? Because we're gonna fly all over the place. We're gonna come see all you guys. So what's your hidden gem in Florida? What's your selling spot? Where are we going?
Cool. Oh man, Jesus, well you put me on the spot there. If you're coming to my district, if you're speaking specifically to my district, there's a place called the Bathtub here. It sits on a reef, and it's beautiful. The water's always warm. It is one of the very few times that I get into the water, because you know black folk, we don't go in the ocean water because stays living there,
Yeah.
and I don't never walk in nobody's house butt naked without asking. That's why I don't get in the ocean. But the Bathtub, you gotta go there and hang out at least. You gotta go check that out. That's a nice little spot to dip your toe in.
I get in the water.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not.
You think it's a game, man?
outdoor
That's why I don't feel bad when people get bit by sharks. Cause look, if somebody come in my house with just their drawers on, I'm gonna bite their ass too. Like I don't feel bad at all. That's your fault.
There it is.
That's your fault.
It's just wild to get in the water in Florida. Even puddles have 10-foot alligators. I really don't understand what
Yeah.
people
Exactly.
are like. Does
Exactly.
this retention pond have a gator in it? And I'm like, is water wet?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
My
the
favorite
answer
thing is like,
yes.
how
Did you
can
just
you
ask me
tell if there's an alligator? Yeah. How can you tell
Yes.
if there's an alligator in that water? Hey, is it wet? Yeah, it's an alligator in there. Like, what are you
Yes.
talking about? Don't care where
that
it is.
That is the
The
God
answer is
honest
yes.
we run into alligators in the wild when there is no water. They are
Oh,
a
see,
different
Exactly.
breed. They are a different breed,
Bro,
okay?
they asked me if I wanted to join the dive team. I'm like, are y'all stupid? No, I'm not joining the dive team, bro. I'm right here on this ambulance. I don't need to dive. We got snapping turtles that'll bite your finger off. Like, no, I'm
What
not
happens?
diving in. If you, hey,
You're like,
if you
"I'll
go in
wait
that
right
canal
here.
in
I'll
your
be right
car,
here."
I'm trying to tell you, hey, you better swim to me. I'll tell you right now, don't be driving, don't be driving drunk at night and end up in the canal. You better swim to me. I ain't got time for it.
You heard it
I ain't got
here.
time for it,
wake
man.
up.
Get up and swim.
Wake up.
Better hope
I
you're not
got this
scared of
rope
I
and I
believe
can
in you.
throw it to you.
That's about it. I believe in you,
Hey,
but you
yeah,
shouldn't have been out here.
Rule
exactly.
number
Ain't
1
nobody
for
tell you to
you.
drive drunk at 3 in the morning. That's your fault.
Yep. Mhm.
Hey,
Well, Bernard,
I am a firm believer. I'm a firm believer in knowing your capabilities and performing your capabilities to the best of your advantage. I'm not a diver. I can swim. I can swim for me. I'll make a pull one person up there with me.
mhm,
Diving, going under there, trying to fight with some animals, and we ain't even talking about the bacteria and stuff. I be seeing these dudes, they gotta dump peroxide and stuff in their ear after they dive. I ain't trying to get
Oh
involved with
no.
that. Yeah,
thank
no,
you.
y'all got it. Y'all got it.
No, thank you. That's a hard no from Bernard. Don't ask him to go in
I will
any
walk
water, okay, up in DC.
I will
He's
walk
not
into
going
I
up
will walk into a building completely involved in fire. I will walk in there for you. I ain't jumping in nobody canal for you. That's where I draw the line.
Mhm.
He'll do the fire, not the water, okay?
Yep. That is his
Fire in the
element.
water.
His element
100%.
is fire, okay? That is the
It's in the job
element.
Taking
description.
that to DC.
Mhm. Mhm. Yep.
Gotta go put out the fires in DC.
Well, Bernard,
That's what we're doing.
thank you for joining us here at Blue-Lusional. It's
Thank
been
you
a long
guys.
time coming. This is not the last time we're going to be talking to you. That is the mentality that we carry here. We will be seeing you in the chamber, on the floor, with our little tiny microphones
But
interviewing you when
for how
shit
long I
goes
don't know.
sideways.
For how long I don't know. They might kick me out on the first day. I'm just saying. I don't know.
Hey, we're going
Oh,
with
we'll be
you.
right
We'll be
there
the
too.
first kicked out. Don't get it
We'll get all
twisted.
zip tied together.
We will be the first kicked out, okay?
Yeah.
Best believe we will be there for the nanosecond that they allow us to step on the property before they tackle
Absolutely.
us
Man,
and tie us.
I seen a story. One of the new guys, he went in there. He had a suit on, but he a sneakerhead, and he wearing his sneakers. He had somebody walk up to him talking about something. I don't think you should have wore them shoes. I wish they would. I wish they would walk up to me and say some dumb shit like, I don't think you would have wore them shoes. Don't nobody care what shoes I got on. We trying to feed the people. I swear, man, this is why I can't do this, man. Y'all, oh my God, I ain't gonna last 30 seconds in there, y'all.
I'm gonna be right behind
I'm
you.
going in there. I'm
We'll be
going
right
in
there.
there in some Jordan Retro 5s right now. That's my very first shoe. I'm going in there in the Retro 5s just to start trouble.
Mhm.
Hey.
See, and that is why everybody should be voting for grassroots candidates because they are sick and tired. I mean, sick and tired of the decorum. Let them at it.
No more.
Let them
The
have
president
a
got rid of
chance.
it.
You didn't let Kamala have a chance. You gotta let these grassroots candidates have a chance.
Now you gotta deal with all of us.
Now you have to
You
deal
didn't
with
want to
all
deal
of
with her,
us.
now you have to deal with all of us.
Look what you've done.
Should have just let the
Look
black
what
lady
you've done.
win. Now we all coming.
Good job. Now we're all mad.
Now we're all mad, and now everybody's
Exactly.
running. You're not
I'd have
taking
just
any
been chilling on the
penalties.
fire truck,
Voting for
man.
them.
I'd have been chilling on the fire truck. Y'all could have had things
Roll
status
up.
quo. Nah, y'all got me coming to office. Y'all shouldn't have done that.
Yep. Look what you done. But you know what?
Mhm.
We need it. We need Bernard in office. Bernard, before we let you go, we want you to shameless plug away your socials and if you have any events coming up for the constituents that they can come and meet you because you're booked and busy.
He's outside.
Okay, hold on. Good evening, everyone. My name is Bernard Taylor. I run for Congress here in Florida. Guys, if you want to support the campaign, please go to bernardtaylorforcongress.org. bernardtaylorforcongress.org. You can contribute. Donate what you can. We all know that we're struggling. We all know it's hard out here. But if you want to see change happen and you want to be a part of the change, please consider contributing to the campaign. You don't have to live in my district to contribute. Also, you can volunteer for the campaign as well. You do not have to live in the district to volunteer. Whatever skills you have that you want to lend to the campaign, any and all are welcome, guys. This week is a very busy week. We obviously have no Kings rallies going on across the country here this Saturday. I have 3 counties in my district, and all of them want to have their own rally, so I will be at each one of them. So 6 hours out of my Saturday in the Florida sun with nothing but a tent and some palm cards. Should be a very fun time.
Yeah.
I will be live streaming, so you guys make sure you jump in and out to see all the old ladies fall in love with me. And other than that, be easy, man.
Yes. Join all the old
Yes,
ladies,
sir.
okay? All the old ladies love Bernard, so you should too. Come on.
Saving them.
Absolutely,
Well,
100%.
thank you so much for coming on and being part of the Grassroots Candidate Series. This is something we really enjoy doing, and we're so excited that we get to have our OGs on because you guys are the reasons we started to do this. You guys literally were the reasons we were like, okay, yep, we got to.
Our muse.
This is happening. Everybody stay calm. This is happening.
All right.
It's grown so much.
And I
so
take it back.
continue
I
to
take it
thank-
back. I want my twin to be my vice president. I take it back. Tell my twin I told her she should be vice president. I take it back now.
Okay,
I
okay.
want
We'll
I
let her
want my
know. She's
sister.
gonna be mad.
We'll let her
She's
know.
gonna be mad.
We'll let her know that she was Jasmine #1.
Yeah, we'll let her know that you cut
There
out.
you go. That's right. She was Jasmine 1.
Shit.
She's always Jasmine 1. Jasmine 1, then Jasmine 2. Absolutely. Love you guys. Take it easy. Be safe.